Yeah, what's good, fam? Welcome back to another video. It's finally here. We are now doing Could You Realistically Survive FNAF 2? And this is the full building. So, in the original video that I made for FNAF 2, I said that the best spot would be to hide behind these cameras. These TVs, right? Now we move on to FNAF 2. And this one I thought was a better example. This one I thought was a great idea. You got the motherfucking lights over here. You can't hide in the vents because they gonna be here. You can't hide under the desk because that's where Dee Dee goes. So Dee Dee would fuck you up. And of course you can't go in this hallway because that's where everybody else is at. So where could you hide? You see these sets of televisions just chilling here? My boy, you would just simply hide behind these in a scrunched position. You know, you're going insane in there. So, now that we have the full building, even though it may not be 100% accurate, it is accurate enough to the point where we can still get some information and find out ways where we could actually survive in the real full 3D building had Scott been able to provide that, right? So, the original spot that I said to hide was behind these TVs, and I still to this day, I still think that this is a great hiding spot. It may not be the best, but if you're restricted to the office only, I still think that TV set is a great idea to hide behind. And to prove it, guess what? Look at him. Look at him. Now, to be fair, he's not posed like perfectly for this, but look, you could fit back there. Someone could feasibly fit back there. Had I had him more sitting and more like with his head back there, the animatronics would have noticed it. You would have noticed it. I wonder how many of y'all noticed that he popped up there. I ain't gonna cap. He's a little easy to see, so you may have been able to see it the moment I put him in. But like, I wouldn't be surprised if some of y'all didn't notice the fact that I put bro back there. So that's still a great spot. And like, hiding under the desk, sure, but like, that's only gonna block you for so much, so little actually. There's not much. Hiding behind that TV set is by far the best thing to do in the office wise. Because once again, I would like to show from now an angle from over here. Really, Chica and Mango, and even then, well, I mean, you can't see Mango. That doesn't seem Mango can't see you. But only Chica, Balloon Boy, yeah, only Chica and Balloon Boy would see you here. Because I was thinking Withered Bonnie, but he doesn't actually pop his head out of here. But only Chica, actually, maybe he does. I don't think I've ever seen him do that before. I don't know. But Toy Chica and Bloom Boy are the only ones that would be able to see you from here. And even then, that's very unlikely. Like, I know they look over this way, but what's their... Yeah, no, even from here, yeah. Where would you feasibly see them? Now, Mango is a different one, right? I do have Mango here. I did put this here. I didn't put any of the other animatronics in this room because I feel like Mango is the only one that really mattered. Because if they're in the office, you know, like it's a lot of animatronics to post in the office and have to space them differently because you can't have multiple at once. So I only put Mango just because she has the highest chance of seeing you. So if we were in Mango's eye perspective, right? Like, yeah, she could look over there, she could turn her head, and even then, maybe not the greatest. But even then, she could still like just move back a little bit, and she would see you. So Mango, because y'all were saying that in the previous videos that Mango it would be the one who would actually see you because she's on the ceiling, and you are right. But that also infers the fact that she knows that you're here. Which let's just say they by default they already know that you are in the building. Would she really think to like turn her head and look through there? Because from what I assume how the game works and like how they would move is because Mango does crawl through here, and I assume she kind of crawls like this, and then she immediately gets into place. Because she, you know, there's no other way for her to just get there to there without actually crawling up to place. And maybe during the crawl, if she happens to look down, you're dead. But considering how damn big she is, like, bro, I had to stick some of her model out because she was so damn big that to fit her in the right spot. I don't know if her dangling head would, you know, go over there. Maybe her little sidekick, but her herself, I don't think so. But even then, you could turn the TVs a little bit, move this a little bit over here and block this spot while also moving this over to block your head, and then move these to make sure nothing from the vents is still there. yeah, I personally would think that you're chilling in that spot, though Mangle is the biggest one to take advantage of that. So I wanted to get that out of the way first, just the office stuff, because well, it was, we talked about it in the first video, right? So let me show you ahead real quick. I already have all the animatronics set up, so they're all in their correct poses, or at least the best estimate I could get them to be. I couldn't get their heights exactly accurate, but the way I said it is because like these dudes are huge, bro. Man, they're gigantic. They're massive. And so I kind of scaled them up with this wall, and I put them like right here to the height of the wall. So they're not fully like what, 7, 8 feet tall. They're kind of like 6'5", and I made them all around that same height. And as you can see, they're huge. Freddy is the only one that's slightly bigger because if I'm correct, his model in FNAF 2 is the biggest in the game. And I think Foxy is the shortest, so I made Foxy slightly shorter. But Bonnie and Chica are around the same size, I believe. Actually, no, I think it was Bonnie and Freddy are the same size. Freddy's just like a little taller or something. But either way, they're all around the same size, only within a few inches of each other. So I think I was fine with putting them like that. Then we come over here, and I got them in the right spots. I didn't really model, like I didn't put their arms properly. I just kind of based it on the images. But I still like put her holding the cupcake up and holding his guitar and everything. If you notice, the eyes aren't they don't have their texture on it. That's because these models for some reason didn't have it. And because I'm still inexperienced with Blender as of this point, I don't know how to get the textures, how to make my own. I know how to make my own textures, so I don't know how to import them into Blender. So I just decided to let that be. I could quickly color their eyes black, but I only did it for Chica because that's kind of her own aesthetic, and it's Toy Chica. Like, come on now. Then over here we got the marionette. I wanted to find a model of BB, but all the ones that I imported into Blender just didn't work. They either didn't show up or they were completely messed up in terms of textures, like all black textures. So I excluded him. But just keep in mind that we are still taking BB into account, even though BB only shows up here and in the office. Still take him into account because I will bring him up later. And then we have Mango over here, all discombobulated in her room, right? So now let's go ahead and let me enable all of them. This is going to take a while. I'm going to enable all of them just so we have a refresher of where they all are in this building and how you can fight against it. And then I will show you the spots that I found and ways that we could fight against them. So this is going to take a while because these models are giant. Oh, also Golden Freddy. Golden Freddy's right here. He doesn't really have a spot, so I kind of just kept bro here, but we'll bring him up as well. We will bring him up. All right, so they're all on. So now let's see, right? So in the office, we got her. Now I didn't put anybody in there because again, it's just a lot to just bring them all up, and that's even more heavier. So in here we got Bonnie in here, looking on that side. Then over here we got Chica. God damn, yo.
Why don't you come down here so I can suck your cock, pretty boy?
Golly. we got Toy Chica over here. Why do I feel like she's not supposed to be the only one in this room? Why do I feel like there's someone else supposed to be in here? Did I mess up? Unfortunate. We got Toy Chica over here, just looking bad as fuck. Then we come over to this room. We got Mangle, Wither Chica, and Toy Bonnie in this room. I don't remember which of these rooms is which. I think this is room 3, room 4, room 2, room 1, or something like that. Toy Chica. Oh, right. I forgot Brother was here. Toy Chica, Toy Bonnie, and Wither Chica here. Bonnie with his ugly ass and mug just taking up the entire camera frame. Can't even see the baddie over there. And then in this one, we got Withered Freddy and Toy Bonnie. And then in the main hall, you got Toy Chica, Mango, and Withered Freddy. Damn, she looking good. Then over in this corner where BB's at, we got Mango and Freddy, Toy Freddy. And then over here in the prize corner, we got the Marionette and Mangle. And I believe that is every single spot covered. Yeah, because then obviously they all leave one by one. And yeah, so that's everybody everywhere where they are, right? So what are the other spots that I got? So we already know about spot 1 with hiding in this corner. So what are the other spots? So let's start in here because these are kind of the same, right? Because the party rooms are all tables, it was very easy finding spots. And I will say, when I was first making this video, like damn near a month ago, part of me was procrastinating because I thought it would be a lot to take into account of where I can hide, how I can legitimately get there. Just the sheer amount of animatronics in this game would make it much more difficult to find a spot. And because I knew the FNAF 2 building was so much bigger than the FNAF 1, it made me think like, damn, this video is gonna take a while. Until I actually started working on it, and I'm like, what was I fearing, yo? This is easy. So for this room, obviously, where else can you hide? There's no one but to hide under the table. And that's exactly what I did. That's exactly what I did. We hide it under the table, yo. Because if it's true that Chica's the only one that comes in here, which I still feel like someone should be like right here or something. Like, was it no, that's Bonnie. Okay, no. So I guess Chica is indeed the only one in this room. If anything, we're just hiding right here because Chica's right there. Just hide under the table. Because again, with how big they are, if my scale is correct, I guess maybe like this model of the building is it's not 100% accurate, of course, but even then, these door frames are small, so the animatronics gotta like kind of dip under and then be able to come in, right? Because they're just that big. They're not gonna see under the table due to how long these pieces of cloth are. So we actually have an advantage of being able to see them come into the room and go where they go and adjust our position accordingly. So Chica came into here, and maybe what if she like stopped right here? Maybe she loops around this way to go instead of just going over there and turn around. We could literally just like sneak out and move while she moves, and as she gets over there, just get ourselves in a better position. Maybe come over here and make sure we can get behind her so she doesn't see nothing, right? We are in a good spot. Look at my boy just chilling there. We're good. This is an easy spot to hide, and that goes for the majority of the rooms here. But again, keep in mind, there's still more to go through. So when we go into here, spot 2.1, right? Actually, I think 2.1 is this one. Yeah, same thing. Same thing, right? They're big, they're clunky, they don't bend over. They're not gonna do nothing, right? Then they're probably not gonna go down and look under the table. If they do, we are fucked, my boy. My God. But because of how just the nature of just like how big these tables are and how long the cloth goes down, don't think they would even anticipate you hiding under here. So again, we're good. Even though this is much of a bigger threat, we're chilling in here, right? So now the next spot is in here. Is this room? Oh fuck! You were meant to see that. You were meant to see it. Okay, okay. The next spot is this room, right? Under the table again, right? Because you got the 3 animatronics in here. You got so because the 3 are so spread apart, you can just hide here and sit in the corner. And like the only downside to this is like you can lay down. I'm putting the sitting up because I feel it exposes less of your body. It's always the just in case they do see. So I feel like sitting down would expose less of your body. So when you see the feet there, you already know someone's in here, but you can always also hear. So you don't have to see, because I'm not sure how this is in everybody, but I would assume that most people if they only hear the sound of an attacker in their house, they won't breathe as heavy because you can locate where he's at. The moment you see them, it makes that threat feel much more real. Therefore, your breathing starts getting much heavier. So I was thinking, well, maybe sitting up in a position like this would make it less scary. And like when they're over there, your breathing won't be as when they're not in the room, your breathing will be more relaxed. Of course, the moment you see them, it's going to be up higher. But at the same time, you're also trading strategic advantages of being able to like maneuver or escape the room if possible, if need be. But I just set them up like that because it kind of looks funny seeing Spider-Man cower in fear. And yeah, that's this room. Then we got spot 3, which should be this room over here. Yup. And just like the last room is the same thing where we are what? Spot 3. Oh wait, never mind. I know where spot 3 is at. Spot 4, my fault. Spot 4, same thing, hiding in here. And then again, like you're far away, so you're not gonna be too thinking about them. It's just that there's 3. So that's 3 that are compared to some of the other rooms where it was only 2 or 1 animatronic. 3 is a much bigger threat, just like this one is a much bigger threat because there's 3, but the spacing between them is so far apart. And keep in mind, this isn't like fully accurate, this spot. They're both in the same spot. I just put them in a way so you can see both of them at the same time because, yeah, you want to show all 3 when we're thinking of strategies, right? And of course, just like the other videos, you can always move stuff. You can always like move the prizes and cover your feet and everything. Like moving stuff, that's all good. That's all fine and dandy, right? But that's not even the best spot, right? So let's get into this spot, right? The thing is, Scott, when he made this game, he didn't think about more areas, right? This one, not a single one of the animatronics go into the bathroom. Not a single one. And that's why, by far, the best spot to hide in this game is in the bathroom. What is bro doing? Bro got caught lacking, but you shouldn't be looking at him like that.
Want some breakfast?
The bathroom is by far the best spot to hide in FNAF 2. Scott didn't think about it. Therefore, the bathrooms, they do exist in this game, but none of the animatronics go in there, so there's no need to actually model them. As you can see, like this is not modeled in the slightest because the bathrooms are not in the main game. But I would also like to point something out. This is called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, but where's the damn kitchen? When I was over here looking for all this stuff, there's no kitchen in here. Like this is another bathroom. This is the women's bathroom. This is the men's bathroom. This is parts and service, party room 1, 2, 3, 4, office, Mangles room, and then the play area. Where's the kitchen? Is the kitchen supposed to be behind the stage? No, because the kitchen just doesn't exist. Even on the official map, the little map icon, there's no area. There's no kitchen. So where the fuck are they getting pizzas from, bro? Are they ordering Little Caesars and just shipping it over? I don't know. But as far as I can tell, the kitchen does not exist in this fucking game. And I find that kind of funny. Editing DJ back once again to steal the show, as always. So as I looked this up online about where the kitchen would be, I came across theories of people saying that the kitchen is actually the safe room. That is why it doesn't pop up on the map. It was never modeled. And that would entirely make sense that the kitchen would be the safe room because, where are they getting pizzas from, bro? They clearly are making this in-house. So it makes sense that the kitchen would be the safe room. And I mean, personally, I think the idea of a safe room is kind of a little I'm iffy on it. I feel like it's a little bogus, that the animatronics can't do that. But it entirely makes sense because that's where purple guy was hiding to make sure the animatronics don't come out and just mollywop that boy back into the ground. But hey, I'm just saying, I think they're a little bogus, but that makes entire sense about it being the safe room. So yeah, back to the video. So yeah, the best spot to hide is 100% the bathroom. But say the bathroom was off limits. Say the bathroom doors were locked for whatever reason. If we can't hide in here, I'm 100% saying that this room right here is the best to hide. By far the best. Because if I am correct, this room, though it becomes empty, Foxy does come into this room occasionally. And this is where we're now going to turn into via the game mechanics. Instead of just speculating, we're now going to put the game mechanics in here. Foxy comes back to this room. Even when it's empty, Foxy can come back. And Foxy he's one of the animatronics that doesn't have a true spawn point. I would believe that he's supposed to be hiding behind here in the screenshot over here. But since we don't see him, we don't know. We only see him in this room alone when like he just randomly shows up on the camera whenever. And unlike FNAF 1, there is no stun locking. You can't stun lock an animatronic in this one. So the cameras don't do shit. The only thing the camera is used for is to wind up the music box to keep the marionette from attacking. And don't worry, we'll get to the marionette and Balloon Boy and them as well. So because of that, Foxy, we will say this is Foxy's true spawner point, but I don't believe it is. The thing that would ultimately triumph all the standard hiding spots though is if you had the Golden Freddy mask or the mask or whatever it is. I just say Golden Freddy is to use the mask and walk around the building because they say they get fooled in the game. They even say that they get fooled by the mask. So they probably wouldn't think twice about seeing a mask move around the building. Now, if we were like going based off, how FNAF 2, well, beta FNAF 2, not even beta for real, but how there was a toxic meter so you couldn't keep the mask on, because you're breathing in your own breath and shit, then yeah, that would be a problem because you would have to take off the mask every now and again. But because this is the final game we're talking about and that toxic meter doesn't exist, you can wear the mask as long as you want. But Foxy does not get fooled by the mask. So Foxy is once again, as not even as per usual, but Foxy just being the GOAT he is, he doesn't get fooled by the mask, so therefore he is the biggest contender. And the worst part is, because he doesn't go into any of these rooms, his spawn points are here and here, looking at you. So, like I said, and I believe I said this in the fighting FNAF video about walking around with the mask, that is not an option either. That is not a good idea to do. Because if he only spawns at parts of service and in the middle of the hall, you are fucked regardless. Even if you were to go through the vents and end up in any of the rooms, damn, he's sticking out. If you were to go into any of the rooms with the mask, you're not going to be able to get out. Now, as for just surviving the night and staying in the rooms, absolutely fine. Matter of fact, if you're hiding here, hiding in any of these rooms, take the mask with you. That makes a lot of sense. It makes it a lot more safe because if they were to see you under the table, they lift up the cloth. Oh, Freddy, you looking kind of good, brother. That's literally it. But because Foxy doesn't get tricked by it, it's a little worrying. And then we got BB, right? So we're just going to stay in the office since BB comes here and he spawns in there. We're not going to worry about him on camera because he doesn't really do much on cam. BB is, he is a B word. BB is the biggest pain in the ass out of all of these animatronics. Because yes, you can fool him with the mask, but the moment that brother catches you lacking, it is over. The moment that bull catches you lacking, that motherfucker gonna laugh like, I swear to God, yo, I hate BB so much. If he catches you lacking, you're done. And I'm gonna just assume just based on the game, when BB is dick eating you and laughing and learning all the animatronics where you are, I assume that man follows you. So even if you were to run into these other rooms to be like, oh, they're coming, that man is going to be right behind you. that man is going to follow you, yo. He is a dick eater through and through. He will be your biggest fucking hater. That's just how he is. And I hate him for that. I hate that boy. My God. So that's BB. BB's whole tactic is to be an A1 dick rider. That boy's a D1 athlete in dick riding, and I can't stand him. So You get, oh man, BB ruins the entire operation if you're gonna come to hiding. If you get caught, if you're able to successfully get away from bro and not have him see you in any way, shape, or form, you are A1 golden. But the moment that man catches you lacking without a mask, even with a mask, say you just took it off for whatever reason to have better visibility, you are done. And then we come to the one that makes this challenge fucking impossible. And you already know who the fuck it is. It's this motherfucker right here. This fucking crying ass child. I can't believe it, yo. You're done. Because this man or girl, I don't remember what you are. I think you're a girl. This fella is sentient, omnipotent. This motherfucker is a literal god. You don't keep this man, this girl, this whatever it is, if you don't keep their music playing, you don't please the god is going to unleash wrath of hell upon you. They will make your life miserable. Doesn't matter what the fuck you do. You can hide. You could put on your mask. You could leave the damn building at like 5 a.m. through a broken window. You are not surviving. You are done because they will attack you themselves. They will handle you personally. You are getting knocked off the goddamn census. It's going to go from 2,000,000,001 people to 2,000,000,000 people total. 2,000,000,000 is a little too low, but still, the marionette is the worst. So for surviving FNAF 2, honestly, personally, I don't think it's possible. Simply because the marionette having to be the omnipotent, god-stricken first child murder motherfucker of the entire series or whatever, being that damn strong is it's impossible to survive this shit. Had Marionette just been a normal ass animatronic, none of this would be an issue. But because of them being the way they are, it is impossible. But with it being impossible, let's just speculate how it would be had they not been here, or say you found like you put like your little drink cup on top of the button to always keep them charging, to always have the music box charged and playing, so you only have to deal with the main, I think it's 9 animatronics. Now, here's the thing. I didn't forget this time. Let's see how the map would look like in reality. Because if FNAF 1 was dark and it was that small of a building, let's see FNAF 2 real quick. I want to know, how does FNAF 2 look like in real-time lighting? Wow, this is taking forever. It's because all of them are loaded. Ooh, I hope my blender doesn't crash. Please don't. I should have saved or something. Please don't crash. Come on. Come on. Don't do this to me, man. Come on, man. Don't do this. No. All right, y'all. So my blender crashed, but I'm back in here. So now let's do this again. How does this John look when it is rendered fully with real-time lighting? Hopefully it don't crash this time. Oh, there we go. Wow, that was fast this time. Okay. And yeah, you can see there is a bit of a problem here. Do you see how dark this motherfucker is? Yo. This shit is dark, yo. So you keep in mind, when we're hiding, we have to do all this shit in the darkness. Unless you carry a flashlight around with you, I don't think you'll be able to do this shit successfully. Because, like, the flashlight, that means they're going to know where you're at. They're going to see the light. They're going to see that shit going through the hallways. Now, I do know Freddy can get stunned by the flashlight, and I guess that'll work in defense of him. It's just if that boy gets a drop on you. If he gets the drop on you, it's wraps. It's game over. You're going to sleep, bro. Just like look at this, right? Now, this I don't know if you can see this, but on my screen, you can see a little bit of the end of the hallway. Like you can see like the checker pattern on the wall. This is because this side is open. If I were to close this side up, 1 second. If I were to close this, because the walls kind of extend a little bit. if I were to close this, so now it's just black here, you actually, oh wait, never mind. You actually can see back there. Never mind. I had no reason to close that. I'm gonna open it back up for aesthetic purposes. It looks, even just this void looks kind of scary. But like, can you imagine you're walking through here? You're walking through. You could only see the shiny off that beam of light. Look, I'm gonna go to it. I'm gonna go to it. We are in the hallway right now, right? You can see that checker pattern. Dog. That shit is dark, yo. And that's the scary thing too. You can't see the animatronics in the hallway until you flash the light. So that motherfucker probably standing right here, just beaming at you. Meanwhile, you're over here looking like I can't tell if someone's there. That shit is scary, yo. That shit is fucking scary. I wouldn't want to go through here, yo. And like, again, you can take the mask through the vents, but I think that'll only work so far because, yo, if you bump into, damn, I can't even see. Where am I at? That's, okay, that's the damn. Yeah, nah, good luck, bro. That is something. What the fuck? Yeah, bro, that is something else. Let me go ahead and put a flashlight in here because I want to see something real quick. Now that actually works, right? Golly, that's scary. That is something right there. Let me go ahead and turn off the outlines for you real quick. That is something, right? So this is where a light is at. That could just be the flashlight from the desk, but that's just to show you an example of like how the lighting works. The only way I could see you feasibly using a flashlight is if you point the flashlight at the ground and you see how the light bounces and scatters. So like you can see this even though the light isn't actually pointed towards it. Golly, I'm assuming that will work, or like maybe even putting the flashlight on your hand, and you know how like when you flash a light on your hand, like you can like see through it, kind of like it like gets red. You could possibly see the bone, depending on how strong the flashlight is. Like subsurface scattering, I believe that's what the 3D technical term is called. Maybe even using that to like direct the light in a way to make like a tiny beam of light and allow that to like you could put that on the wall or something, or just like kind of use your hand as like a, I guess like a glow stick in a way, like you know what I mean, right? Just to have like a general source of like diffused lighting, so it's not pointing anywhere specifically, leaving harsh shadows around, right? That's the only way I can assume a flashlight effect to work, just so that you can just like, okay, no one's here, no one's here. Try to get up in the wall and then just slot into the room, right? But that is all dependent on their movement pattern too, because FNAF 2 movement pattern, the movement opportunity is the same as FNAF 1, where like say the AI level was 15 and like the randomly generated number was a 13. The AI can the animatronics can move because their level's higher, but if their movement opportunity is higher, then they can't move because they lost that game. So it all depends on their movement pattern, yo. If you get lucky, you'll be dead set. You're good. And you can still wear the mask, like I mentioned earlier. Wear the mask with you wherever you go. And just maybe they'll leave you alone. But Freddy would be the biggest factor, would be the biggest detriment to being able to survive and hide in the building. And of course, you know, BB with his bitch ass just, you know, laughing and shit. And of course, remember, we're not counting the marionette. If the marionette was in, we're not living. We're done. But Foxy and BB are your biggest things. Now, JJ, I know JJ comes under the desk, but JJ's kind of like, you know, JJ's kind of just there. It's just another BB, another motherfucker I hate, but hey. So, yeah, I'm just going to show you one more time with the light off. Yeah. That shit is scary, yo. I don't think I would have be in this situation. I don't want to fucking be here, yo. That's fucking scary. So I'm gonna end the video there, yo. If you liked the video, rate, comment, subscribe, and all that good stuff. I truly appreciate y'all if y'all watched the end of this. It really means a lot to me. I know I haven't been uploaded recently, but Yeah, my procrastination levels are insane, but I'm back in full swing. I'm back. I got a few other videos that I want to get out, and of course, I'll do the FNAF 3 and the FNAF 4. I'm really looking forward to doing FNAF 4. I really am. I think that one would be pretty interesting. But I got quite a few other videos coming out, and I hope you guys enjoy those and stick around to see those. So yeah, I'll see y'all later. I'll see y'all in the next video whenever I get to it. Deuce. Murdering kids, call me purple guy on the you because I like to see them terrified on. Killing them, yeah, this is shit that I do. Break the bones, so I stuff them in a suit. Your souls try to snuff me out by putting me in a spring lock trap. There's just one thing y'all forgot. Yo, please come back.